Hello, my name is Holly and this is Retromania. Today I'm going to talk about the reasons and causes of our addiction to the past. According to the music critic Simon Reynolds, the word retro has specific meaning. In fact, it refers to self-conscious fetish for periods, styles of music, clothes and design. Retro tends to be the preservation of aesthetics, connoisseurs and collectors. Yeah, maybe this definition was good 40 years ago, but now the word has come to be used in a much more vague way to describe pretty much anything that relates to relatively recent past of popular culture. So basically, Retromania is the entire range of contemporary uses and abuses of the pop past. We are addicted to our own past, we go crazy for commemoration, band reformations, tribute albums, vintage clothes, film remakes and sequels. My favourite TV series on Netflix now? Glow. Only because I love 80s clothes and hairstyles, and I've watched Guardians of the Galaxy almost 5 times just because of the soundtrack.
Listen, baby.
Anyway, we were saying, Retromania? How and why are we so attached to our past? Why are people still buying vinyl if they can easily download music for free? Do media influence this behaviour? Is this one of the effects of capitalism and postmodernism? Let's have a look in more detail. It looks like, instead of being itself, the 2000s is about every other previous decade happening again all at once. It is a re-decade. Everything is dominated by the re-prefix, revivals, remakes, etc. In the last year, the film remakes, sequels, prequels, reboots have increased a lot. Elfie, Ocean's 11, Jurassic World, Casino Royale, Hairspray, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Fame, etc. And also newer, Alien, Jumanji, and It. And this look back at the past works for everything. In 2007, records staged a tremendous comeback, with sales of new and used records growing steadily each year since and showing no signs of slowing down yet. Last year, an article on The Guardian showed that there's been a strong comeback on sales of vinyls in the UK. 2.4 million compared with 2.1 million made from digital music purchase. The interest in buying a physical format of music has experienced a big resurgence. When the vinyl was born, musicians could for the first time hear their music back, and this allowed them to evaluate, shape, and improve it. With the arrival of digital, the practice of modifying the music was finalised, making it now possible to create music even by starting from zero, and so losing the aura of the art form. The analogue format has a deep relationship with the artwork because it reproduces it directly with all the merits and defects, so you can hear the authenticity of the music and also keep it. The same reasoning applies to the use of analogue cameras. According to Kodak Alaris, sales of Kodak professional films grew more than 5% worldwide between 2013 and 2015. In the last 2 years, more young people are buying Polaroid, and a lot of aspiring photographers prefer to use an analogue camera rather than a digital one. This is the revenge of the analogue, the effects of an age too technologically advanced. As a consequence of postmodernism, the analogue medium is the authenticity in the age of digital reproduction. Now the question is, why is it happening now? Media have definitely influenced all of this. If we're buying Polaroid, vinyl, cassettes, vintage clothes, etc., it's because we've been used to, know and see them. Where? You know the answer, don't you? On the screen, big or small, TV or cinema, Netflix or Sky, whatever. In the last year, film and TV series based on recent past have increased a lot. First, for example, Stranger Things. This is set in the 1980s. Matt and Ross Duffer, creators and producers, have well thought out the audience, would like the reference of a world before the internet, when you still needed to have a telephone at home, or instead of texting on a WhatsApp, we used to call our friends with the amazing walkie-talkie. Also, TV shows like Girl Boss, Glow, That 70s Shows, and Peaky Blinders have influenced a lot of clothing market. The majority of people who wear vintage clothes are in their 20s rather than in their 50s. This is because nowadays more young people have come to know about vintage clothing through cinema and television than before, and this became a new way to feel unique and original. Moreover, the feelings of nostalgia pushes us to fantasize and commemorate the past. Sweet and old nostalgia. Nostalgia for the past is now so intense because the world has changed too quickly. Economic transformations, technological innovations, all that means for the first time there has been a big gap between the world that you grew up in and the world in which you grow old. We went from using walkie-talkies to using iPhones in a couple of years. As Adorno, one of the representative figures in the Frankfurt School, claimed, people are controlled by media and advertisements. What we watch on TV has always influenced our outlook and is now no different. These TV series and films we watch remind us of a time that will never come back. And so we buy vinyls, we wear 70s clothes, we take pictures with polaroids, we go places that remind us of our childhood like Serial Killer in Camden. We try to feel these feelings of nostalgia, feelings that capitalism is selling to us.